Hello, and happy fifth day of Christmas in this 12 Days of Christmas series where I share what God gave me each month in the year of my Jesus year when I turned 33. Today I'll be talking about the month of May. There were other things going on even long before the fires that happened here, and that was the makings of the Pasadena Eucharistic Revival. That started at the end of 2024. The fire relief really strengthened the community because we had at least 12 parishes a part of the Pasadena Eucharistic Revival. And what happened was we started at our parish at St. Philip. We made a procession all the way to Pasadena City Hall and did a little benediction there. And then we also went to St. Andrew for a final benediction with Archbishop Gomez. And because we never did this before, at least here in this area, there were a lot of things to get done along the way. And so there were like prayer services, 40 hours of adoration at different churches, multiple First Friday kind of options, confession options, and just really trying to prepare the way for the Eucharistic procession that would be coming from Indianapolis to the Archdiocese of Los Angeles in June. So in May, we had our great procession. We didn't know what to expect. We thought a lot of people would be there, but we certainly didn't expect 3,000 people to be there. And what a gift it was, even though my health wasn't all the way back and I wasn't able to be as part of it as I would have liked to be. I was still very involved with the preparations for the Eucharistic Revival. And I think for me, one of the gifts of that day, and probably the biggest gift of the month of May, was that we saw people experience Jesus in the streets of Pasadena, and particularly at City Hall was a very powerful moment because I love Parks and Rec, and Pasadena City Hall is actually Pawnee City Hall. And so this monument, I guess this non-church monument is where my most powerful moment was during the Eucharistic procession. And to see that many people in such a public space so openly and out loud professing their faith in Jesus and the Eucharist, that was the greatest gift. Other smaller gifts revolved around the Pasadena Eucharistic Revival for me, and that included like rounding up young adult volunteers and especially advocating for Catholic artists. So one thing that felt like a burden of mine that I wanted to bear and take care of was the fact that I really wanted a Eucharistic prayer card. And we commissioned this artist named Rachel who made our prayer card. And I really only gave her a couple of points. I said, I want it to be very Pasadena. And she knew the details of the event. And I said, obviously, I want it to be very Eucharistic. And she made a very beautiful piece for us. And we put the Anima Christi prayer, I believe, on the back. And that was also such a great gift, too, because what a gift art is to the community, especially to the Catholic Church, and how art is very prophetic. I guess another thing swirling in my mind is in college, I remember going to some talk. And in college, definitely the words of John Paul II, his letter to artists, was floating around the internet. And I was really drawn to this idea of Catholic artists rising up in the church. And I remember a speaker saying something like that, like, where are you, Catholic artists? We used to have all the most beautiful things in the world belong to the Catholic Church. So rise up and make beautiful art. And even though I didn't have much in mind when it came to the prayer card, because she is an artist. Hold on, I think my alarm's going off. It is.
Alexa, stop. Thank you.
Why did I not hear that sooner? So anyway, having art, because art is so prophetic, it just showed the importance of the Eucharist to our city, to the city of Pasadena. It's really so beautiful to bring the community together in prayer and just having Jesus be with us in the streets. And it felt like, in a way, like another fire relief because Jesus was certainly here during the fire relief, and he made himself present again during these Eucharistic processions. And for people to show up and show that devotion to the Eucharist, to Jesus and the Eucharist, I think there are aftershocks like in the spiritual realm that will be made evident, I think, in the future. So that was the gift of May. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.